Latitude is a leading provider of global residency and citizenship solutions, having successfully served more than 5,000 clients. Now, the team operates in over 20 countries worldwide, securing second citizenship or residency in desirable locations. With me is Chris Willis, a managing partner, to explain this. And my goodness, this world is so chaotic right now. I mean, how has that impacted your job and what you're doing?
Hi, Jane. Yes, it's been a very difficult time right now because, the world's quite volatile. There's a lot more and more push factors that we're seeing from people who are looking to have a second option. Because unfortunately in this world, the more options you have, the better prepared you can be. And so, these programs, certainly from an American perspective, help you to enhance your freedoms. So it's saying, look, if I'm concerned about the way things are going in the United States or even globally, that I want to make sure that I've got a safe haven for myself and my family, just in case. And we're seeing, all that's been happening, certainly in Israel recently, the conflict in Ukraine still going on. So people are getting nervous, and they're saying, I need to make sure I'm somewhere safe and I've got that option.
No, it makes sense. And it does feel like there's a lot of change going on globally in a lot of different countries. So can you provide some examples of countries that have made changes to their laws to make it easier for people to become second residents there?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, and this industry is fluid. Changes of governments, changes of geopolitical, everything like that can have an impact. Most recently, Portugal, who have their Golden Visa program, which has been extremely successful, but they've now officially removed the opportunity to use real estate as the investment vehicle to qualify for their residency program. So the program still exists, but the investment level, the minimum threshold is increased from €280,000 to €500,000, and you're now investing in funds as opposed to investing into real estate. So that's quite a significant shift because many people are comfortable with the concept of a real estate investment, to obtain residency. St Kitts and Nevis in the Caribbean have also made a significant change whereby they increased their minimum investment level essentially by 2. They've doubled that for real estate and for the donation option. So that's had a significant impact. They've taken the position they want to make their program the most exclusive in the region, even if it has an impact on the numbers that are being applied, that are of people applying to their country. And there's also pressures, the United States have regular conversations, with the Caribbean countries that offer a citizenship by investment program, as well as the European Union and the United Kingdom. So they've got to make sure that they're, working in conjunction, with the directives and I guess really the global understanding of how do you identify a person, because some people look at this as, is it a way that people are using these programs for the wrong reasons? And so they've got to, again, make sure all the due diligence standards are correct and making sure only the right people get through.
Oh my goodness, you've got politics and economics and all kinds of things that come into play here. What separates Latitude from other companies that do something similar?
Well, we pride ourselves on having, quite a diverse array of options. I mean, beginning with our executive committee, our sort of top 6, if you like, combined, we have over 100 years of combined experience. Many of our people in our industry tend to be smaller, more boutique operations that are maybe fronted by one person. So we have this diversity across the board. We also are very involved with the promotion and maintaining the integrity of the program through our involvement with a body called the Investment Migration Council. We have different opportunities, not just by investment, but people using citizenship by descent as a way to obtain their second citizenship. So, being here, in the great city of New York, so many Italians and Irish ancestry that people might be eligible. So, I'll give you an example. We were speaking to one person who was looking at Malta, and they were saying, well, it's €1 million to qualify. It's a big investment, but we were talking to them and we saw their surname sounded Italian. So we just sort of said, hey, tell us about your family background. And it turned out they were actually eligible by descent as opposed to going through investment. So just by probing and getting to understand the client, we saved them €1 million, basically.
Oh my goodness, yes, that certainly makes a big difference. So we're here at the New York Stock Exchange, and there's also a residency or citizenship by investment.
Yes.
How does that work?
Well, I mean, it's a very non-traditional investment for sure. And keep in mind, whether people are investing now, I guess the trendy things are AI and biotech and all that type of thing. Investments can go up and go down, as the disclaimers always say, but citizenship is for life. So if you're applying for this, you're able to, give assurances to your family going forward that you've got this option. It's not going to be taken away, and it's not going to go up or it's not going to go down, right? So it's a very, some people call it a non-traditional insurance policy, some people call it a plan B, but it's again just giving yourself options, because as we spoke about at the beginning, the world's a very complicated and volatile place, and everybody's got their different push factors. When is enough going to be enough, and do we have to make sure that we have another option available?
Well, I was going to ask about that. If somebody happens to take advantage of one of these programs, are they done for life, or is there a chance at some point with different governments or something that they might lose that?
No, citizenship's for life. So it's very much like if you're an American citizen, if you're born here or you got naturalized here, it's for life, like with any other grade A nations. In the Caribbean, same thing. Once you have it, it's there. In the residence programs, you typically have to either demonstrate a period of time that you've been resident in that country to then qualify to be eligible for naturalization. So very much like a green card holder in the United States, they've got to do their 5 years and then they're eligible to naturalize. So the same thing in Europe as well.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to see a greater shift of applicants needing to spend more time in the destination country than just, the pure investment.
I see. How much typically time does somebody have to spend?
It varies. I mean, Portugal right now, it's 7 days a year for a minimum of 5 years. So technically it's 14 days every 2 years. So, that's very low in terms of a day count. Other countries, it can be anywhere between 90 to 183 days.
And how can somebody find out more about Latitude?
Well, I mean, you can certainly go to our website, which is latitudeworld.com. You can contact me directly. My details are on the website. But you'll also find that, more and more people are looking at these programs as they're becoming more into the mainstream way of thinking. Yeah. And so our first point of contact is to get to know the client. So we have that initial consultation, sort of delve into understanding, their motivations, their time scale, their budget, their surname as well, in that Italian example, to really come up with a customized solution. And then once we know what they're all about, they can then decide if they want to go for it or not.
And then you can kind of tailor and figure out what the options are. And
absolutely,
go from there.
because there's a lot of options out there, and it's a very personal thing, for these people, and so we have to make sure we have the right solution for them.
It's a very interesting concept, and seems very timely with everything. So much uncertainty right now.
Yeah. It's all just that reassurance and peace of mind.
Yeah, Chris, thank you so much.
No, Jane, great to see you again. Thank you.